Let's take a look at the Faith video email tool. So when you log into your dashboard and you're asked the question, what do you want to do? Locate the send a video email icon and then click it. That will bring you into inside the tool video email. So the first thing that you're going to want to do to send a video email is just like in a traditional text-based email, you're going to put the first name, and then you're going to put an email address. So I'm going to put my email address in there. Okay. And that's it on the recipient. Now, you also have the ability to send up to 50 additional recipients or 50 additional emails. And you simply do that by typing in the email address of up to 50 and then separate those by commas, separate them with commas. So what this does is that when you put in an additional 9, 10, 11, 12, up to 50, it acts as kind of like a blind carbon copy. When would you want to do this? You'd want to do this if you're sending a video email out to your staff team. You'd want to do this if you're sending a video email out to a leadership team, or perhaps a video email to your deacons or your elders, or if you're the leader of the women's ministry and you're sending out to all your women leaders, then you would stick additional emails inside this recipients, and so on and so on. If you're the youth pastor and you're sending it out to a group of youth group leaders announcing an upcoming retreat, then you would start with the primary one, primary recipient, and then stick in the additional video, or I'm sorry, the additional email addresses. The next thing you want to do is to create a subject line. Subject lines are very important. And we always uh, uh, consult with churches and say, you want to put the word video or video message somewhere in your subject line. So I like to do this. I like to put the bracket sign and then put video message. And let's say this is from Pastor Steve. Well, let's say Pastor Steve wants to get into the habit or the strategy of sending video messages to people who visited the church on the previous Sunday. And so Pastor Steve would fire up his faith video account, create his, type in his recipients. He can put one primary recipient. It can be himself, and then put additional primary recipients of email addresses that maybe an executive assistant has provided. And then you put video message from Pastor Steve. And then you would just say, hey there, this is Pastor Steve. Thanks for visiting Faith Church this Sunday. Okay. You would put that in there, and you might add, watch my welcome video. Okay. Then you would put a call to action. So the call to action is going to be an HTTP or HTTPS, otherwise known as a URL link. It could be a link that's to your website. It could be a link to your Facebook, a link to a YouTube video that you want them to watch, anything that has a digital URL link to it. And so if your church has a new visitor page, you might put the link to that page. If you have a YouTube video that you like every new visitor to watch that gives them an overview of what your church is all about, then put that YouTube link in there. What you can put whatever link you want in there. So I'm just going to put a link to Faith Video, and then describe. You're going to have up to 20 characters to describe what that link is referring to. So like in this case, I'd put Faith Video website. If you were sending them to a YouTube video about your church, then you might put, you know, uh, community video, or watch, see what we're about. You come up with the creative subject line that you want to put in there. And then you can put your telephone number. You don't have to, it is optional. So you put your telephone number in there. And that way they can call you if you refer it to in the video and say, hey, if you have any questions or concerns, just give me a call back at the number below. So now you're ready to capture your video. And so what it's going to do is it's going to redirect you, and boom, there, now we're inside. There's my mug. Hey, this is Greg. And so what you're going to do is you're going to click the record. You're going to see a countdown timer, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And after the start, hey, this is Pastor Steve. Thank you for visiting our church this past Sunday. I'd like to uh and then whatever you want to tell them, you can say, you can refer to some of the buttons below the video, and I'll show those to you in the next video, whatever. And then when you're ready, if you're happy with your video, you can stop it, or you can play it back. Hey, this is Pastor Steve. Make sure it works. If you're happy with that video, then hit the submit button. And then notice down here, it says uploading it. And then when it reaches 100%, it will redirect you back to the previous page that we started on. And so now the software is chunking it. It's taking all the video that we just fed in. You can go ahead and send this now. You can send it later, and you can send it out on a specific date and time. And then you can recapture the video. If you didn't like it, you can actually upload videos. You can send later, or you can preview it. And so I'm going to go ahead and send it. And then when I send it, it's going to be off to our recipient. And so the next video that I want to show you is what happens when it reaches a recipient's inbox.